Hi, we've been having a very beautiful conversation this week about psychological inertia, and today we get to conclude it by looking at 3 tips on how to overcome your psychological inertia. And we said inertia is a state of doing nothing, is a state of no growth, is a state of no movement. Now, before we get there, let me switch off the engine of my car. Yeah, I am shooting this video from the inside of a Toyota Harrier 2016, a very beautiful car that a good customer of mine ordered on direct importation. He is buying it for his wife. Now, we said that inertia is a state of being there. You're not moving, okay? And you're feeling it, and it's bugging you, and it is annoying you because you feel that it should be growing. And we said we are going to give tips on how you can be able to overcome this inertia so that you start making progress and making movement in your own life, okay? And we say that all of us have inertia in some parts of our lives, even though we could be having progress in other areas of our lives. I have my own inertia in some parts of my life, and I want to start seeing progress in those areas of my life. Now, the number one thing that you want to do to overcome inertia is that, of course, you have to identify your points of inertia. We say that, and we fragmented life into different facets, and we say that you ought to ask yourself, where is it that you want to see growth, okay? But the second thing that you want to do after you identify the areas that you want to see growth is that you want to set simple goals. Achana na zile goals zenye tunafanyanga za kucomplicate maisha. Hapana, very, very simple goals. Goals that you can be able to measure, particularly on a daily basis if possible. If it is not possible for you to measure them on a daily basis, then you should be able to measure them on a weekly basis. Okay? And I like to tell people that the week is a very significant time frame. Why do I say this? Because the things that you do between Monday and Sunday, okay, the things that you do in those 7 days of the week are a very good representation of the pattern of your life. Because remember, your life is a repetition of your weeks, okay? So if every week you're doing A, B, C, D, then it is easy for us to know that your entire year is going to be 52 times multiplied by A, B, C, because every year has about 52 weeks. So you want to set your goals within a time frame of 1 week and make sure that you're holding yourself to account on how you have lived your life that 1 week. Now let's take a very simple example. Assuming you have goals about your physical health, you want maybe to start an exercise program. You want to set your goals within a week. So you want to say that every week I am going to make sure that I do a minimum of 50 kilometers. Now you're going to ask yourself, do you want to do them on the treadmill? Do you want to do them on the road? Okay, how do you want to do them? I personally do mine in the golf course, for example, because I hate walking aimlessly and I don't necessarily enjoy the treadmill. So you want to set your goals within that 1 week. If you want to improve your spiritual life, you're going to set your goals within a week and say that every week I am going to make sure that I read 1 book of the Bible. Or every day I'm going to make sure that I read 2 chapters of the Bible. So setting goals and making them simple is one way that you're going to overcome your inertia. If you want to develop yourself further academically, then you want to identify the course you want to do and set a goal and say, I'm going to do it this year. Okay, then we all know that SMART goals must have a time frame. So don't just talk generally and say, this year I'm going to do a new course. No, you've got to tell us, I'm going to do a new course and I'm starting to do it this month of February, or I'm starting to do it in the month of March. You have to set a deadline for yourself. So set goals. Number 2, stop procrastinating. Stop. Hii maneno ya kusema kesho, 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 achana nayo. Okay? Do it today. Okay? Number 3, which is related to number 2, is very simple. Stop talking about it and actually start doing it. Overcoming inertia. I gave you an example of, if you get into a swimming pool, many times you will hesitate to dive the first time. Now, the only way to overcome that inertia of diving the first time is to actually dive in the first time. So I want you to set goals. I want you to stop procrastinating. And I want you to move from just talking into doing. And the moment you do this, you will find your courage and your self-power starting to grow and you will learn to do even more with your life. I hope this conversation was helpful. Join me again next week as we begin a new conversation that I'm going to introduce on Monday. And we said this year is about making each other better. Thank you so much. My name is Eric, the founder, CEO, Maridady Motors.